All right, guys, listen up. We have to break down Sofi in this video, the charts, what I'm looking to do, and later in the video, we'll break down some other stocks and maybe the indexes. So jam-packed video, hit the like button, feel free to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moo, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moo. Get your stocks. We'll talk more about that later. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So check it out. It's about 2:45 p.m. right now on the East Coast, and we have Sofi stock down around 1%. It's at $7.40, and we are seeing a bit of an all over the place type of day, if you will, in the stock market right now. We have the S&P literally at break even, Dow's up 0.25% as the Russell's up 0.5%, but we have the NASDAQ down about 0.5%, and the VIX is down over 1% as silver is actually exploding out of nowhere. Let me pull this chart up and show you guys. Silver's up over 3.3%. Now it's completely, well, it has been breaking out of these moving averages for quite some time on the 4-hour chart, but man, now it's pushing the highs from back in July, back in August, also back in December. We hit the mid-20s here, so silver could be breaking out. Gold's up around 0.75%, looking to push another all-time high potentially. So yeah, all of these are all over the place. In other words, we have oil looking to make a decent move here. It's up 3%. And by the way, XLE, which I was a bit early on it a couple of months ago, right? I was buying this whole dip down, but man, this is really starting to pay off here. And mind you, I was already in XLE for quite some time before, but I was adding on this dip right here, and now we're starting to break back out. And by the way, this is an energy ETF. Maybe we'll talk more about this in another video, not really related to this video, but XLE is now over 90. I was buying it all the way down to the high 70s, low 80s, and yeah, now we're starting to make that push, and I think there could be more upside in XLE. Not financial advice, not telling you guys what to do, but just doing a little update there because you guys probably remember I've been talking about XLE here and there. But Sofi, going back to Sofi, let me show you guys what's going on with this one as we're still clearly in a descending triangle. We have a descending triangle here on the 4-hour chart, overarching, right? If I show you guys this, we have 1170, we have roughly 1040. We also have right here about $9. So we have these lower highs distinctly being made, right? This one right here at 940. So you guys see that over the last couple of months. And now we're starting to push down to this 650 to 750. Honestly, this entire dollar window from 650 to 750, this has been a big support over the entire course of last year heading into this year. And yeah, if we do break under that 650 level, things could get ugly. That's the reality of the matter. In the short term, things could get ugly, but the reality is right now, we are holding 7. We're in the mid 7s, although we are down over 1% on the day. We're still holding above 715, 720, which is a big support from a couple of months ago. And if that breaks, maybe we start going into the 6s. We'll see how that goes. But as of now, we're still holding the 7s. And in the very short term here, let me pull this up. We can see we're still technically consolidating, which is kind of what we did yesterday, right? If I show you guys this 5-day, let me pull it up quickly. Yesterday, we saw a big sell-off in the morning, but then we consolidated for the rest of the day at about 750, 740, right? And that's kind of where we've been today. And granted, we are testing more the bottom of that range right now. If I draw this out, you can see right here, we're at the bottom of this channel on the 5-day. So this is not the best sign for the bulls, but we'll see how it goes, man. If we do break under here, under 740, maybe it does slip down to about 715, 720 after that, maybe down to 705. It's in the cards right now, guys. It's in the cards. And if you're invested in Sofi, which full disclosure I am, and I'm not telling you to invest in Sofi, please don't do that. Please invest at your own risk. understand what you're getting into, do your own research, your own due diligence, all that good stuff. But if you're invested in SoFi, you know the deal, right? You know what's going on. There's going to be volatility. There's going to be ups. There's going to be downs. And not even in just SoFi. In stocks like, well, I guess in stocks in general, but especially stocks that are more risky and more volatile in nature. Growth stocks, right, in general, which SoFi falls in that category. You have to expect these to go up 20%, down 30, up 50, down 15, up 100, right? Down 50%, up 200%. You got to expect these movements over time. And that's kind of why I'm looking at this and I'm like, all right, it's just another day in the stock market with SoFi stock, right? So I'm still long. I'm holding. If it goes under 7, I'll be buying more. And we'll see how it goes from there. So what do you guys think about SoFi? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, where are you holding? What's your average cost? You don't have to tell me how many shares you own, but what's your average cost? Are you looking to buy more, looking to sell? Are you simply holding? Let me know in the comments. And let's continue on here. Let's break down some other stocks that are moving. So it looks like Block is up a good chunk right now. It's up over 4.5%. And look at Block Go. What the heck did I say a couple of days ago, guys? What did I say? It's up around 5%. And did you not see that video? We covered this. We covered the overall cup and handle and the mini cup and handle within the cup and handle. You guys can probably still see it. We have the cup and handle right here, boom, boom. And then if I zoom in, we had this mini cup and handle, which if it wants to freaking work, there we go, guys, boom. You guys can see that right here, cup and handle. And now we're starting to break out. So Square, also known as Block, I'll always call it Square. That's what I'll always, think of it as. But either way, that's starting to break out now. It's starting to look pretty good. On the 1-year chart, we're at a high. We can see that on the 3-year chart. Obviously, we're still very beaten down, but we're now starting to make a decent move. And keep your eyes on this because 90, that's a big spot of resistance on this 3-year chart for Square. We've been struggling there since August of 2022, so about 2 years at this point. Little less, but still roughly 2 years. We've been struggling to break 90, and we've tested it time and time again. Once, twice, 3, 4. Now it's the 5th time. So let's see how that goes, guys. If this could break above 100, man, this could really start to fly. So SQ, I'm watching very closely. Let me see what else here, guys. JD is also continuing to move, which actually makes me interested because whenever we see a stock continuing to build day after day on top of gains after an earnings explosion, especially within a downtrend, that's a very good sign. And it could be a sign that we might see a sustainable reversal moving forward. I'm not 100% convinced yet here with JD, but if it is able to break 30, again, we're building off these gains post-earnings. And mind you, we had a 20% gain, I think, the day after earnings, and we're continuing to build on that gain. That's good. If we could break $30, guys, that would be a legit breakout spot, in my opinion, here on JD. So that's continuing to build on its gains. Shopify is looking quite interesting as well, up around 3%. We have an inverse head and shoulders here on the 4-hour chart. You guys see that, right? So we might be breaking out there. If so, we could be running towards maybe the low mid 80s. And ultimately, if that were to break, obviously back towards 90 is where we could be going. So what do you guys think about these stocks? SoFi, all these other ones we talked about. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and get your free stocks for Moomoo, guys. Up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000. Just use that link down below or simply go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo or use this QR code right here. Once you guys open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And again, each of those could be valued up to $2,000. It's a no-brainer, guys. So use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all later.